The call is today.
For sure.
We out here.
What's good? What's good?
Some stuff in my eye.
Good Monday, man. Good Monday. Appreciate y'all checking in. What is the Man to Man Pod? Live on this Good Monday. My man Antoine Bethea. My co-host D Butt.
Yes, sir.
Get this thing jumping, man.
Oh,
What's good,
man.
man? How was your weekend?
Good morning. Good morning. My weekend was cool, man. It was cool. Tough part of the weekend, no aunt. My aunt, she went to the hospital with COVID pneumonia. And so, keeping her up in our prayers. But she's fighting. Obviously, COVID's still real. A lot of people dealing with it. So I've been dealing with that personally as a family, but outside of that, can't complain too much. What about you?
That first, man. We're gonna definitely send prayers out to the aunt, man. And
Yeah,
to the fam for sure, for sure. I
Auntie
was
Lisa.
I was slow motion, man, this weekend. I ain't do much, man. Just staying out the way.
I feel that. I feel that. It's been I did catch some basketball. Did catch some basketball. Did you catch Broner fight? I know you watch fights.
Man, I didn't, man. I missed I missed it, but I was keeping track in the chat. My homeboys was watching it, man. And
Mm-hmm.
I definitely had to get back and check the his interview after the fight though. He never fails.
Never fails.
Never fails. You know what I mean? So did you watch it?
Nah, it was something else that was on. I can't remember what it was. Maybe a game or something. I've been definitely tuning into these basketball games, but I didn't even know he was fighting to keep it G.
Yeah.
So somebody hit me like, "Hey, I forgot Broner fight tonight."
And it's crazy though.
Showtime. I'm like, man, he was
It
supposed to be the next Floyd.
but this was crazy though. Like if you look at it, he only has four losses. And I think with him, it's like how his losses occurred. You know what I'm saying? Where he, like you just mentioned, they had penciled him in being the next one. And then obviously, he had some fights that was just ugly and whatever the case may
Yeah,
be. But
he embarrassed himself a couple of
yeah,
times.
and you look at his record, man. His record's not horrible. You know what I mean? He got four losses. Obviously, he got a win this past weekend, so hopefully he can turn this thing back around.
I hope so, man. 'Cause
Yeah.
coming into it, he was compared to Floyd. Was around him.
On my
I just
one of my goats, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, when somebody on your and the thing about Floyd though, like he had the flash, he had the trash talk, he had the flair, but anybody that's been around sports, Floyd had that work ethic. You know what I mean? And to be a champion like that, to be dominant like that for so long, like you gotta have that work. And I feel like not only Broner, but it's a lot of people who kind of get caught up in what it brings you and forget about that work you've got to put on the front end. So I think we saw that with AB. Hopefully he was, humbled to an extent, but he got in there, got a win. So hopefully he keeps stacking them, man, turn it around. But who any other fighters out there you've been
Man.
checking out in the young cats?
Man, yeah, man. So you got Errol Spence. Um, you got Garcia, you got um young Javante, man, you got
Yeah,
Canelo, man, you got it's a lot of fighters out there, man. A lot of fighters. And then, even the heavyweight division, you got some guys up there as well. So it's a lot of names. I know I'm forgetting a bunch. I'm not even
Lopez,
Lopez, yeah. You got the
Bud Carter. I know about Bud
Bud
now.
Cartwright, yeah, Bud Cartwright, Bud Crawford, yeah, he tough, he tough. Um, Oscar Valdez, yeah. I mean, it's a lot of fighters,
We got
man.
some boxing savants in here.
Yeah,
I gotta get on game with y'all, man.
Chris Haney, my homeboy, man, my homeboy, Jerry Force, man. He's fighting in the undercard this coming up week, with this Saturday. So shout out to him, man.
I have to pull
Definitely,
up on them.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Definitely gotta check him out. So
That's what's up, man. What's up, somebody? Nah, I ain't gonna leave that alone, man. But yeah, man. Somebody mentioned my hat. Who was that mentioned my hat, man? Miami beat. It's like Miami beat one good team over the weekend. Hey, big win.
Hey,
I called it too, and you saw using the chat too. AB, I hit Tone like, "Hey, Tone, I need my graphic, man. I got my first NBA pick, Heat +3. I ain't even put it up though.
I mean,
I called it though. I called
it.
it.
You called it. Who? They was without who?
It was without AD, without
and Schroeder. So that was a smart bet. That was a smart bet. That was a small bet on your end. You know what I'm saying? He definitely got the dub. No excuse, no explanations. You know how we go on here. So
we get healthy too.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. But
since we on the basketball note, man, them Brooklyn Nets, they went out west, man, and
handled business
easily. And then I think 4 of those games was without KD.
Handle business. Beat the Lakers obviously once again without AD. Beat the Clippers last night, and I'm watching the game, and at the end of the game, man, super soft call on Kawhi.
Yeah,
Harden got in there with the flop, and Harden had honestly been playing good defense. Harden and Kyrie, the Nets made plays, but Clippers pulled Paul George with like 2.5 minutes left because of minutes restriction. He was going off too. He had like 34, 35.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah,
man. So I was hot about that. But hey, no excuse, no explanation. The boys found a way to win again. A lot of people put them in that favorite seat. I still got the healthy Lakers team still is my favorite. But that Nets team, bro, I could watch them play every night. Every night.
If AD isn't healthy, he got the Suns or Clippers winning the West. I definitely don't got the Suns.
Man, that's my dog, man, little Neff right there.
I don't got the Suns. Clippers, I could possibly I could possibly see the Clippers. But
I feel like them Jazz and Nuggets might sneak in there.
Yeah, they tough. They tough money.
But I can't go with the Suns. Definitely can't go with the Suns, man.
Yeah, I can't go with the Suns. Clippers, you never know.
Yeah,
never know. Possibility, but you definitely said the Nuggets and the Jazz, man. Them boys, they balling as well. They balling.
I feel like the Clippers, and it's crazy because Paul George was having one of his best seasons ever, and he said he was coming into this year, with a different mindset and a different mode. But he gonna be judged now from everybody based off what he do in the playoffs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He gave himself the name. You got to live up to that because people coming with the pandemic P and that now.
So I know you gave yourself a nickname back in the day. What was your nickname?
For when?
I'm just saying when you gave yourself. I know you gave yourself a nickname on the court or somewhere.
Man, look, man. When I used to step there, I was so nice, man. I got so many nicknames, bro.
What did you nickname yourself?
I ain't never had to give myself one, man.
Nah, I feel you. Come
on, man.
I feel
bucket.
you.
That's what I'm a bucket.
You're a bucket.
You know what I mean? I'm a bucket.
I hear you.
I know you gave yourself a nickname before.
Nah. You already know me. I stay in my lane, man. I'm slow motion. I just go to work. That's it. I bring the lunch pill. I just go to work.
Okay, yeah, whatever, buddy. But yeah, man, I've been getting. Yeah, hey, man. Tell them who I play like, bro. You got to give me a player comp. They be trying me on my hoops. Matter of fact, while we talking about hooping, seen the DJ jump.
I seen the videos. You out there playing. Your brother. And then I think you bullied up on a little 14-year-old out there. I seen you out there.
That's the thing. Anybody get it, man. You could be 13, you could be 30, 60. We went hoop one time. This 6-year-old man had my little brother in the blender. So I told him that's gonna be. He was hot too. My little brother athletic. He looked like he played something professional back in the day. It was crazy, but anybody could get it, man.
Yeah,
anybody. But let's get to some football, man. Deion Sanders, prime, down there at Jackson State, handled business out the gate. 3-0 win. What's the team he played again? Yeah, 53 and out the gate, man. His boy Troy Aikman showed up to the game, which I thought was pretty dope. Surprised him. It kind of went back to a question that one of our listeners had about the brotherhood even between black and white players. Like, is that a real thing? And obviously Troy, I'm sure got a bunch of things he could be doing. Especially everything going on in Texas and Mississippi and all these other places. So for him to do that, I thought it was pretty dope, man. What you thought about all that at Jackson State?
Nah, man, like you said, man, it was love, and at the end of the day, that's the brotherhood that you create, that bond that you create. You know what I'm saying, inside that locker room, and just supporting one another. It's years after they were teammates, but that brotherhood it goes a long way. So for him popping up on Dion, that was dope. Again, salute to Dion, and Jackson State. His first win.
Yeah.
53 nothing. I don't care who you playing against. Sure, you able to put 53 points up and hold them to a donut. That's a good way to start. His coach, his coaching career at Jackson State, man. So we'll see.
Off to a good start, man. He said it was his best moment from his this is one of my Mount Rushmore members. One of his best moments from his professional career. So shout out to him, man. They had some drama after the game that I hated to see. He said somebody stole some stuff out of the locker room, and then the school kind of the AD put out a message like, nah. Items have been located. And then he was like, that shit was stolen. Like, don't. So I feel like that was the school trying to save face a little bit.
Yeah, and I kind of feel I feel two ways about that. You know what I'm saying? Because I think it just took away from the kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The win.
It took away from the kids. It took away from everything that's been leading up to this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, Coach Prime, he's going to HBCU. You know what I mean? They got this first game. And and granted, like, not to say that he didn't have to speak up on that. I just felt as though maybe he could have just dealt with that, not in front of the microphone at that particular time. But and that's what I'm saying. Like,
I can see how you feel both, because I felt a similar way, but then at the same time, I know how hot I would have been too. You can tell he was just steaming. It's one of the situations where, like, and he even still, he started off with, like, great, for the kids, we got the win, but hey, I'm pissed off right now.
And I respect that, because like you said, I would feel the same type of way. Like, yo, like, I ain't got to be here. Like, I could be anywhere else. You know what I'm saying? But not
even that. Your phone, your wallet, bro. Why you coaching the game? Like, that's you feel violated.
But on, like, some real shit though, like, I don't have to really be here, like, real shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm here on Jackson State, trying to show love and trying to uplift these young men here. And while I'm coaching the game, you can run me for my shit.
Yeah,
like, come on. But
that's crazy, man.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. But hopefully, in the next game, man, they'll find a situation we lock that stuff up, or just,
Yeah, you always got bad apples that, go out their way to ruin shit, for everybody. I'm sure the vast majority, people in the university, people in that area are great people, but you're always gonna have your bad apples that find the opportunity to try to hit a lick.
Mm-hmm.
There's always some shiesty people out there, man. I just hate it had to happen. Obviously, to Prime, hate it happened the way it did, and then got publicized how it did. But hopefully, they handle the situation and won't hear anything else like this going forward.
Yeah, I know they're gonna tighten up that security for sure.
Oh, for sure.
No question.
Prime gonna have his own security.
Yeah, not even his own security. He about to call his homeboys like, "Yo, I need y'all to pull up on me." Have you ever had something stolen out of the locker? I had something stolen out of the locker before, actually. I forgot about this. This was my third year in the league. Somebody got me for a phone. For real?
Yeah. In the locker room, because it was a question in here that asked Van asked, how tight is the NFL security at the locker rooms when traveling on the road? I guess what would be your answer to that? I mean,
I've never had anything stolen out of an NFL locker room. I've had teammates who's had some things stolen, but me personally, I haven't. I haven't. I heard a crazy story. This shit was so wild.
Somebody really got me. I know nobody ain't really got me from my phone.
This shit was so crazy. A story I heard. Damn, I think it might have been one of our guests who was talking about this. The team flew him in. I think it was gonna sign as a free agent. Had came in with like his bag, Louis bag, or whatever the case may be. And I think at that time, the person that they was about to release, I guess they played the same position, and he left his bag in the locker room. He went to go meet coaches, front office, whatever the case may be. When he came back, his bag was gone. But then the guy that they had just released was gone too. Long story short, my man took his bag and left and took out. And so somebody was out like in the locker room or out in the car and said, "Yeah, I just seen so and so." When my man when he came back looking for his bag, they was like, "Yeah, we just seen him leaving." You know what I'm saying? He had the bag, and he called him up and was like, "Yo, I know you got my bag." Like a week or two later, he ended up the dude ended up sending his bag back.
Wow. So he ain't say like, "Oh, I took it on." Like, what do you actually?
It won't actually. You already know what it was. He was saucy. He was like, "Well, shit." But nah, I've never had anything stolen, man.
It's a bad feeling. That's why I said I know how hot he was.
I hate a thief, yo.
Yeah, that's the worst, especially to have amongst, in your den. But because that locker room, it's like a sanctuary. It's like your sanctuary for players, for coaches. It's obviously not like cameras in there, or you shouldn't even want cameras in there. You just really want to trust those people that you're in the locker room with. So
yeah,
definitely a crazy situation. But like you said, going forward, he said somebody on the staff witnessed it. So hopefully his hand won't hear about it. But I actually completely forgot about that because I don't know. I guess I probably intentionally forgot about that. That was wild.
Nah, that is wild. I did have somebody run up in my crib when I was in college. We had an off-campus spot on Hobart Street, and a cat ran up in the crib while we was gone and stole some shit. So I definitely know the feeling.
Yeah,
I definitely know the feeling.
That should be crazy. But
let's jump on this Cam situation, man.
Yeah, Cam at the camp.
The Cam at the camp, man, and you see a back and forth between him and one of his campers, and obviously it's been all over social media, on Twitter, IG, or whatever the case may be, and a lot of people speaking out on the young man about how disrespectful he was, how Cam handled the situation. Some people saying like they don't see anything wrong with it. It was two people talking trash or whatever. Like, how do you feel? Like when you see that video, like how you feel? And I know you've been a part of Cam Newton's camps.
Yeah.
So how you feel about that whole situation?
I mean, it's a respect thing, from like you gotta respect, especially like you said, just kind of like similar to the Deion situation, but even more so in this situation, especially Cam, because he's always going above and beyond when it comes to giving back to the community and being present, and doing things, being active. And so for you to have that opportunity as a camper, as a kid, to be at somebody like that camp, I think the first pro player I've ever met was like Warren Moon.
Yeah,
they were hosting like an event down here. They had the Super Bowl down here in Miami. It was I think Joe Robbie Stadium at the time, and we were just in the line. He was playing catch with us, and it was just like, damn, like he's taking his time out here, and for you to do that in his camp, like it was disrespectful. But at the same time, you getting kind of them shit talking, and it's a shit talking type environment. That's how the camps are. That's how certain people run their camps. That's definitely the environment there. So that's why you kind of saw the back and forth, like, okay, what you do? Like, ooh. So it wasn't that bad, and he apologized. I think Cam handled the situation I don't see a problem with how he handled the situation. I think he handled it better than a lot of people would have. But I guess that's my 2 cents on it. What you thought about it?
Yeah, I mean, when I first saw it, I thought that was a time where that young man could have just really picked his brain. But then again, like you said, like, regardless of your age, we all competitors. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I don't know if we seen the entire clip or everything that happened for the young man to even start talking the way he was talking. So I mean, it could have been, whatever the case may be. But again, like you said, like he did apologize, to Cam and to the organization. So I salute him for that. You know what I mean? Because I know a lot of people was coming at him from what they were saying. So
yeah,
I mean, that's what we do.
He deserved it. He deserved it, but he owned up to it.
Yeah,
that's that. Like you said, that's what we do. And it's sometimes when you're in those situations, because I have been a little kid talking shit to grown ass men. I've been that kid.
That's what I'm saying. Like that don't make him a bad kid.
Yeah,
I mean that's just
by no means. Yeah, by no means.
Yeah.
I definitely give him a pass for that. And I think it's a little different with the internet era that these kids are growing up into, where you could just get online and just say anything to your favorite rapper or athlete or whoever. So being there and just yelling some shit out and then getting the energy back from Cam. But like you said, it's part of it. He apologized. Shit, Tom Brady just apologized for shit talking in the Super Bowl. He's 43 years old, so I could cut the kid some slack.
Yeah, now because like I said, I don't know how old the kid is, but I'm pretty sure whatever it was, 15, 16, 17, we've all been there. I don't care who you are. You can act like oh, I'm the best thing walking this earth. We've all been there. And like you said, like I know I was on courts growing up, 15, 16, and me and my boys running them old ass dudes up and down the court, and we talking shit. Like I mean, and I get it. They're gonna say, well, this is Cam Newton and he's a Heisman winner. I get that. But at the end of the day, sometimes that's just our nature. Like we talk shit, regardless of what trophies you have or who you are. Like
it don't matter.
It don't matter. We gonna talk shit. So
yeah.
But again, I think they both, like you said, I think Cam, he handled it really well. Because he could have went sideways. He could have been like, all right, bro, you got man, get out of here. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie, I would have had to line his ass up one-on-one. Like, it ain't matter what position he play. You play receiver, all right, bet I'm playing you corner. You play corner, all right, bet line up.
Yeah, line up. Yeah. We
about to do this right now. Somebody give me some cleats. And like I would have handled that way. Because I done did camps and kids always say little slick shit. But I enjoy it. Like I said, I was once that kid, and I wish I could have been somewhere and said, "Man, Randy Moss, line up. Let's run this fade real quick." So I get it, but that's how I would have handled it. I would have lined that shit up right then and there.
Yeah.
He would just understood, the difference. But do you ever get that on Twitter? That somebody reach out to you and say, "Oh, you got ran over. You got caught. You suck. Or you sorry."
All the time. Like, and, for me, like I really be itching. Like, yo, I want to respond, but it's not gonna be the politically correct response that I'm gonna give right now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you know what? Nah, I don't even trip. But you get that every time. And my thing is like, look, like I appreciate the fact that I'm able to be on a stage where I'm getting ran over or I'm getting beat by some of the best guys out. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a win more than I lose, so I don't care about that. And if you and if you at that level and you not getting beat or you not getting shook, 9 times out of 10 you on the sideline. You probably ain't out there on the field. You know what I'm saying? So,
or you on a shitty level.
Exactly.
So you like you said, when you out there competing, shit, you gonna get got. You just gotta do more getting.
No
question. That's really what that comes down to. But yeah, man, that's some interesting situations. I think he on I Am Athlete too. I think today that episode might come out. Cam.
Oh, Cam. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Pepe was out trash talk on the field. Not like talking about it, man. I wasn't. Like I said before, man, I was out there. I was gonna get my work done. Now it was times here and there. where I just had to let a motherfucker know who, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted. But for the most part,
who talked the most shit to you?
To me,
like, is there somebody that comes to mind?
Like I said, like me and Kasim Osgood, yo. Like we used to get into it, and it was on special teams.
Yeah,
like, it was on special teams where he was a gunner. We used to get into it. My guy Jones Drew. We used to
be probably different.
It different. Then Jones Drew, me and Jones Drew used to get into it just because we had that friendly battle. But other than that, man, it wasn't really too many people I really got into it with.
Yeah, I had Ocho by far talked the most shit on the field.
Yeah,
but it wasn't like it was like backyard talking shit. Like, oh man, look at these feet. Like, I'm the best route runner in the league, man. Oh shit, I just stopped on the dime. Ooh, got your ass, like that type of shit talking. Edelman talked trash. That's probably because we were teammates, came in same draft class and shit. But there ain't too many guys. D-Hopper talk here and there. But yeah, I remember I remember in college I was playing against Calvin Johnson, and trash talking wasn't even my shit. But I'm like, yo, I got to get myself amped up for this game. Like, I'm locked up with this dude 1-on-1 all game.
Oh, you travel?
I travel. So this is my red shirt freshman year too.
What year was this?
This is red shirt freshman year. So this is.
I gotta look these. I gotta look these stats.
2000. Oh no, that shit was locked up. That shit was strapped up. 2005 Georgia Tech. Well, UConn at Georgia Tech. He actually scored on the first play of the game. Hit me for like a 50 piece. After that, I locked up. But
we gonna find out.
I was talking shit to him, bro. This dude ain't say nothing, not a word, bro. I felt so dumb after probably the second quarter. I just stopped. But
2005 season.
2005. I gotta find that film. Matter of fact, somebody find that film for me, please.
They ain't got y'all game up here, D-Buck. He probably played the first half and sat down.
Nah, that was a nail biter. Was that 2005? Yeah, that was 2005. I'm gonna find it though.
Yeah, I want to see what them stats look. I believe. I
gotta find the footage. Pause.
I would say the craziest. It was one game we played. We played the Panthers, man, in Indy, and Steve Smith.
Oh yeah, you told me about this today.
Yeah,
call him a little boy.
Man, little boy. I'm walking away, and I heard it. I had to turn back around. Like, hold on, man, you ain't gonna talk to my dog like that. Like,
yeah, Smitty was different, man. Different dude. What else y'all got, man?
What else going on? Wow, shit, new marijuana gig.
You got any once again too, man. We spoke on it earlier in the show about Vincent Jackson.
Yeah.
I know you a little closer in age to him. You got any memories going up against Beach? I know y'all used to have some battles against
against
San Diego.
Yeah, man, that was it was crazy because we came in the same year. And also we were the only two players to get extensions during the lockout year. During that lockout year, we was the only two guys to get signed to extensions. But like you said, man, definitely rest in peace to him. We went at it against them, them Indy Chargers games. They had a monster squad over there: LT, Phillip, Antonio Gates, Michael Turner, Lorenzo Neal. A lot of guys, man, and he was kind of, one of them big body receivers, man. Just and could get it done.
He used to stretch that field too.
Yeah, he could get it done, man. So
Floyd.
Yeah, Malcolm Floyd, man. So again, man, rest in peace to him, man, and condolences to his family.
For sure, man. For sure.
Okay. I mean, it ain't too bad.
I told you what happened. So
yeah,
he
okay.
hit me for 40 some piece, the first play of the game.
Okay.
All right.
I respect it.
I got a strap up. 40-piece touchdown, first play of the game. So after that,
Ace Boogie, how many times they throw the ball that game? You know, they be on that the option shit. So how many times they throw the ball?
Nah, this is before the option. This was Reggie Ball. Reggie Ball.
Reggie Ball was quarterback. Reggie Ball was all right too.
Yeah, he was straight. And then they had a white dude, lefty, Taylor Bennett, I think, came in and played. But yeah, that seat, so the 42-yard TD, that was the first play of the game.
Yeah, okay. I respect it.
Called me slip. I ain't gonna lie, boy. When Calvin came out lined up, bruh, that dude really looked like a transformer. Son, dude had the visor, arms hanging like he was about to touch his damn ankles. I'm like, bro, how tall is this dude? I said, let me back up a little bit.
Oh my God, I could have played quarterback that game.
Hey, he was strapped.
Hey, 11 for 30.
We were strapped. They had two solid backs too. We were strapped, man.
Bennett.
Tashard. You remember T Choice?
Yeah, T Choice. Yeah, man. T Choice, man.
But now,
man, T Choice. That edible. I know everybody. Well, not everybody. A lot of people got edible stories, and my first edible story was with fucking T Choice.
I got to get Brandon Merriweather on here one time. Tell my edible story.
John Jay, what up, John Jay? Still looking for you. In relation to V-Jack's death, have you guys ever been worried about CTE or even long-term bodily injuries since you've retired? How about you, D-Buck?
I get tested I go and see my doctor every 6 months. A neurosurgeon down here, Dr. Anthony Hall. And do testing, do some things, questions, baseline type things. So I keep up with, I guess, my brain function and stuff like that. That was always important. Because I had at least a handful of concussions that were diagnosed. I know way more than that in reality. So it's definitely something I think about from time to time, knowing people and knowing friends who have struggled or are struggling with some things like that when it comes to brain injuries. Yeah, it's definitely something I think about. I wouldn't say I worried about it on like a day-to-day basis. I kind of knew what I was signing up for when I signed up for it. But like I said, I've been doing a decent job, a pretty good job on keeping up with my brain health. So it's tough though. It's part of the game. It's a very violent game, and it's very tough when you start to see some of your friends deal with certain things. So it's definitely something that's thought about. What about you?
I mean, yeah, like you said, like I think about it here and there, but it's not something I think about on a day-to-day basis. Obviously, going and just playing that game for as long as we were able to play. You're gonna have injuries that kind of linger on, but that's where you got to continue to take care of your body, continue to move around. But as far as CTE, I'm kind of one of them guys that I do get some tests, but as far as like going to get a brain scan and all that, nah, I'm good. I don't want to know if it's something. I don't want to, you know what I mean? Because I just feel like me personally, if I would do that and it's something, I'll be thinking about that shit every day.
Then it'll fuck you up.
Where it will affect my everyday living. Just me, just thinking. So now I'm good. I'm healthy. You know what I'm saying? Running around like no mood swings, and you know what I mean. I'm good. So
yeah, and I feel like certain people are more dispositioned to certain things too. And then the game is so different. Every injury is different. Every hit is different. So it could be a cat that played 14 years like you that end up being, normal, living a normal life, 80s, 90s, 100 years old. And then somebody that played 2 years, but just because of maybe how they play, or maybe a certain hit or a certain combination of hits. So it's really a crapshoot, man. But
for sure.
Yeah. Been blessed, man. I played the game a certain way where I made a lot of business decisions out there.
And that's like, I'm not gonna say I ain't make no business decision, but but I would say, but I would say though, you have to be, you got to be smart when you play that game. You know what I'm saying? You got to be smart. Where I was in a position, playing a position where, you know, you had to be physical, but I would look at film and be like, yo, every shot doesn't have to be a knockout shot. It doesn't have to be a big blow. Like a lot of times, like being a good player is like, yo, a good form tackle. And that could be a form tackle where you square them up, you take them legs out, you get up and you live, you know what I'm saying, to see the next play. Sometimes you got guys that's just the way they know how to play is, you know, balls out, you know, I don't care who's around the pile, teammate or not, you know, I'm knocking you out. So again, you know, those can take into consideration of just how, you know what I mean, your body feels and the
yeah, I would not suggest, you know, the guys that I talk to and consult for them to play the game how you played, how Bradshaw played. Like y'all boys, violent strikers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's how some people play. That's us. But like, if I'm telling, hey man, and for us, we came up where it was, you know, team first, you know, defense first, and you know, certain things. And I definitely agree with those things to an extent. But players, man, you got to be smart with your body, especially your brain, because when you hurt, they're gonna replace your ass quicker than you know it. So
out of there.
The most important thing is being out there. You know what I mean? So you know, just having that mindset, like, hey, this is your corporation. You know, you gotta make, and that's why I said business decisions. You got to be out there. So I know you ain't make them, but you know, and like I said, different people, different positions. Everybody got a different path. But hell nah.
Yeah. That's a good conversation though, man. Because those are real conversations where, like, a lot of people, you know, a lot of times, you know, players, they don't want to have them conversations. You know what I'm saying?
Hell no, I don't want to have them conversations.
Those are tough conversations that need to be had. And I mean, I know it's a lot of people that, you know, feel similar or feel different ways or whatever the case may be. But tough conversations.
How you feel? I'm gonna ask you one more question on it. How you feel about like, I guess when anytime a football player does something or acts a certain way or, you know, whatever, it's automatically attributed to CTE.
CTE, right?
Do you feel like that's fair? That's how it should be. That should be. Hey man, them boys played a certain game a certain way. Like, I mean,
I don't think it's fair because you got people who never played the game that do crazy shit. That be bugged out. You know what I'm saying? But I would say this. I feel as though you play that game, you do get a lot of head injuries. You'd be a fool not to think that it doesn't have something to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would be a fool if I'm sitting here and say, well, nah, you know, I don't think that. But so yeah, I think it has some type of little contribution to maybe a guy acting different. But when you look at the big picture and you look at just people doing crazy shit, like they haven't played football before, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, it's just that mental makeup that, you know, that some people have.
Yeah.
And chemical imbalances up there.
That's a fact. That's a Fendi. Yeah, man. I know you play ball. You know, little bro, I know he got a workout platform. So I know he getting you back right. But other than that, what else you do to stay in shape? Man, basketball, that's my big thing. And I actually been working out more, just got back in the weight room. Cause I got it here at home, but I just got lazy. Like it was hard for me because, you know, you working out, you in the weight room, you doing certain things and you knowing like, all right, you know, I'm getting ready for a season, or, you know, I'm just staying in tip top shape so that when I really start getting ready, I'm never starting from square zero. I'm always at a certain level. But then when you don't have that same motivation, like I don't have to cover these dudes no more, I have to tackle these dudes no more. You know, you get into set two and you're like, I'm straight.
Yeah.
I kind of fell into that. So been back on it for probably about 2 weeks now. that done felt good. And like basketball, man, obviously it was hard to get out in the beginning of this, but now, we rent the court, people come with masks, do certain temperatures, take certain steps. So we're getting out doing that more, man. So basketball and hitting the weight room again. I know you've been on the Peloton. Anything else
Yeah.
you doing?
Nah, I mean that's I got the the Peloton, I got the VersaClimber in the crib, man. So that's a good little switch up. And then like you said, man, I'm hitting the weights as well.
Mm-hmm.
So sooner than later, man, when it warm back up, shit, I'm about to get on this tennis court.
You keep saying that.
Yeah, we gonna see. I'm a document all that.
You're gonna see. I gotta get on this pickleball. My boy got the pickleball. I'm gonna try that. Be too hot down here for tennis, bro. Ooh. What's
the worst injury I ever played with? That's the key. Play with, man. I never forget Frank Gore. Man, Frank Gore, my elbow don't get straight to this day. Frank Gore ran through my shit.
You had the Gronk brace?
I had the Gronk brace, man. I dislocated and tore some ligaments in my elbow, man. And but it's crazy. I remember I'm laying on the ground and I'm like, damn, this shit feel a little funny. Tried to straighten my arm out and just felt that thing click back in. X-rays, and it was like, yeah, it was out of place, man. Obviously you popped it back in, good. Ligaments was torn. So at that point it was like it's just based on your pain threshold, like how much pain can you tolerate. And I always had in the back of my mind, like, yo, I got some gunners behind me. Like I can't if I can play, I'm gonna go out there and rock. And I was able to play, but it was definitely tough.
Yeah, you played a lot of games consecutively, so I know you played through a lot of shit. My toughest, I actually broke my scaphoid bone in the wrist, probably like week 9. And I went in to get X-rays. The doctor's telling me, it's probably a bad sprain.
Mm-hmm.
You can play with it, So I, wear a brace. I keep playing, but like this shit is hurt. This shit is not getting any better. My pain tolerance is pretty high.
Yeah.
But it's just not getting better. But I'm still playing. So I play the rest of the season. But I'm basically playing with one hand. I'm jamming. Like I'm basically playing like 5-6 games with one hand. We get to week 17, last game of the season. My left arm, small as shit, ain't been lifting or nothing. I go in there and tackle Darren Sproles, bam, snap my forearm. So then I go get the X-ray for the forearm and find out my scaphoid bone had been broken all year. And I knew it was like a terrible injury, but they told me a damn sprain, so I probably need to sue the damn Panthers for that. But that's the worst shit I played through and didn't know I was playing through. The only way I knew was the X-ray that I got on my forearm in New Orleans. It revealed the broken bone that had been broken for like 6-7 weeks. So
and not to say that the Panthers did this, but it is times for the listeners where team
doctors are team employees.
So there are times when the doctors know that a player should not be playing, and they will diagnose them wrong to make sure they out there on the field.
That's a fact. And what I would tell any young players or any parents of players or agents of players or whatever that's listening to this was before I knew about getting the second opinion.
Yeah.
And my agent should have told me. I don't know why that wasn't even brought up. But I was on my second team, and this was the second chance I had. Like AB said, I knew it was cats behind me. I had no training camp with the team, so I was just coming in and playing. So I was like, man, I can't sit out. If I can, especially if it was a knee or something, a hip, something I can't go with, that's different. But a wrist, oh no, we're gonna figure this thing out. So I was out there, didn't want to miss that time. But yeah, they'll definitely do that. So get that second opinion. Always get that second opinion.
Always.
Yeah. Can't trust some team doctors, man.
Man, I was I be into that boxing.
That's not him. Yes, y'all boys ever try boxing as an off-season workout thing to stay in shape?
Yeah, I don't I don't I think I told D Buck this story. This spring last spring I was boxing, doing the boxing workouts and had the mitts on and doing all that. And my trainer came to the crib one day with some headgear. So I'm like, shit, what the hell we need this headgear for? So he like, man, we gonna spar a little bit. And he boxed, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Like he
But
boxed for real.
yeah, he boxed back like a few years back. He boxed, grew up boxing. His dad had him in the boxing. Man, he hit me in my nose one time. I said, bro, you hit me like that one more time, bro.
That nose different.
That nose
Eyes
different.
get watery. Instantly,
Yeah.
man. That's what used to change slap box fights to fights.
Fights, yeah.
Back in the day, everybody, you get hitting that. Oh, all right,
No question. No question. Man, we do got to get Bob on the show, man.
Bob been requested.
I gotta get with Bo, man. That'll be a good one.
Gotta find him and see what he up to.
Man, Bo, we got some great stories. Great stories.
I know y'all got some legendary story from the trenches. Somebody asked what this book was about. I just grabbed Blood Brothers, though. So it's basically about the friendship and a little falling out of Ali and Malcolm X from back in the day. But pretty interesting. I ain't finished it yet, but saw somebody asked that.
Yeah.
What else y'all got, man? So slow day in the news world. We got to chop it up with y'all about some, stuff, questions we don't usually get asked or don't usually answer.
I talked to Chris Ballard the other day, man, and he told me to tell you what up. He was like, I told him we got to get him on the show, so he said for sure. So we gotta let him know.
Yeah,
I think that'll
definitely got to get him on for sure. For sure. I heard today he put an expiration date on that Carson trade too.
Oh yeah.
He told the Eagles like, "Hey, this is the offer and shit. By this day, it's gone."
Yeah, I like Chris Ballard, man.
Chris Ballard been making some moves, man.
Getting shit done. He got some work to do this offseason, though. We talked about it last episode. A lot of some holes to fill. But I think he gets it done, though. I think he gets it done. Whether or not the fans or the public might like it, but I think he's the right guy sitting in that seat to get it done, to get to the post where they need to get to.
For sure. I think most people, I rarely see a lot of bad remarks about Chris as far as from the indie fan base. But people are impatient. So probably year 4 or 5 into his tenure. So and there, obviously if you're a Colts fan, you're used to success. You're used to playoff success, you're used to win. So, we're gonna have to get that before they start to turn on them. But I think up to this point, man, he's been knocking the draft, out the park year in and year out. He's made smart free agent moves, and I think sooner than later he gonna start to open that checkbook a little bit more, bring in some guys, really make the difference.
I think it's I know we talked about it. I think last episode I said I think he's gonna kind of stay on the path that he's been on. But thinking about it in the hole they need to fill, I think you're right. I think he's gonna open up that checkbook, man, and get guys in there.
Yeah, you got left tackle and pass rusher, like those and corner.
Yeah, you gotta pay
those expensive positions to sew up.
And you need a receiver.
Yeah. Now you don't. I don't know what type of belief they have in their room though. If they can, if they can re-sign T.Y. Paris Campbell, we haven't seen him healthy yet. Zach Pascal had a good year. Pittman had a good year. Came on towards the end last year. But we'll see. But left tackle.
and pass rush.
Pass rush, corner, they need to address those. Left tackle, if we could get Trent Williams or Orlando Brown from Baltimore or something.
I would say if you had them two, who would you go with though?
Out of those two?
Yeah.
Ooh, I'd probably go with Williams.
And the only reason, and I kind of figure you would say that. The only reason why I will go, the only reason why I might go Orlando is just where he's at in his career. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He could be that long term hold for the Colts where you get Trent, you know what type of player that you get. A future Hall of Famer. But how long is he gonna be there for? You know what I'm saying?
Probably get another 4 or 5 years.
You give him 4 or 5?
Trent, yeah. Yeah, he played well last year.
What year is this for Trent? Like
a year off, but
this is like 11 or 12 for Trent?
Let me see right now. But Trent, the thing about Trent is he is an athlete.
Nah, for sure.
I kind of put him in that kind of like Jason Peters almost, like the boys cut from kind of.
Oh, they cut from different cloth though. Like them boys be moving out there.
You think they cut from? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, hold on, what year is this? So he just finished up 10.
He will be in his 11. So it'll be 11th.
It'll be year 11 for him. But I feel like didn't he miss it? Didn't he miss a year? He pretty much missed the season. Let me find. Ain't showing it. He missed 2019. Yeah, he missed 2019. But yeah, I give him 10 years. I give him another 4 or 5 for sure.
Yeah, so I mean, you can't go wrong either way with that. But we both been saying, left tackle definitely gotta, get that seal, and then get you a good pass rusher.
Yeah, I mean, I'm greedy. I want everybody. I want Von Miller somehow, some way. I think Carl Lawson's on the market. He's a good pass rusher. But yeah, you got to have those things, man. Big, because everybody keep talking about the Colts roster, but those are some big holes to be filled. So got to handle that. Obviously took care of the quarterback position, but got to handle those, man.
Mm-hmm. But I think I think at the end of the free agency period, man, off season, man, I think Colts fans, I think we'll be happy.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
Any chance to spend money in free agency on the receiver? Allen Robinson or Holiday?
I feel as though we're gonna bring T.Y. back.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're gonna stick with the core group that we have. Bring T.Y. back. I know there's been some mentions of getting a tight end in there, but I think you bring T.Y. back.
Jack and Mo Alley.
Yeah,
you got weapons, man. You got Hines, you got Taylor, and like I said, I like what Pittman did towards the end of the year last year.
Yeah,
he came on. He was quiet for most of the year, but he came on the scene last year. So hopefully he continues to ascend.
Yeah, and then it's a lot of growth from year 1, year 2. So
yeah, that whole off season.
Yes, sir.
Oh man, but yeah, man. Appreciate y'all once again, man. Julian Blackmon, I'm definitely excited to see his progression next year as well, back there at safety.
Yo, is that even a question, Javier?
Derwin James a dude. Derwin James is definitely a dude. It's all about staying healthy for him, staying on the field.
Yeah.
And but he's one of the best all-around safeties in his league. But
when healthy, man, when healthy, when healthy, he has he's the number 1 safety. When healthy.
Oh. Number 1?
Yeah.
Who else
I'm going with him and Buddha. Just from what they
Boulder, you got Badger. You got shit. I still really like Harrison Smith game. I think he kind of slept on.
Nah, he slept on, but I'm just talking about what he's able to
What
do.
Derwin James brings to the
What he brings to the table. I'm talking about, size, tackling, coverage, blitzing. Like you said, Honey Badger.
Yeah, that ain't the bad pick. I'm gonna go with the Badger though. I'm gonna go with the Badger. I go with the Badger, the best. I like Buddha a lot too. Oh no, some good safeties out there. Some good safeties. But yeah, I gotta see my dog back out there, man. I gotta see Derwin back out there. He was what, first team All Pro as a rookie?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now he linked up with Brandon Staley, who did some good things with with the Rams defense last year. So we're gonna see some weapons over there with him. Man. JJ Watt ain't going to the Colts, man. I don't see it. But yeah, man. Ooh. What else you got for us, AB? Oh. I got that Teddy Riley. Hey, let me take him out of here real quick. Shit, I'm gonna take probably last two before we jump up out of here. Roddy Henry, ever thought about coaching? Not right now. It take too much time and energy right now. Enjoying this time with the fam too much, working on some other things. Not right now. Maybe down the line at some point, but it's a lot of time and energy that goes into that. But I do consult with players in the league, so that's coaching for me on a one-on-one basis. Boop, 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 boop. Hey, y'all chill. Hey, John J, you a smart man. But nah, man. I would want to coach the young Bucks. Now that's something I would do, like a 7-on-7 team or a high school team, just because of that impact and it's important that young men get good coaches in their life. So definitely. But the league, if I get into that, like I said, that time and energy, because I'm gonna try to be the best. So it'd be a lot. Oh, hey, somebody was in here. Somebody's in here about to say something. I ain't no snitch though.
Man, I hate my internet, bro. I hate Spectrum. I hate Spectrum. And Spectrum, if you listening, I hate you, bro.
But yeah, I ain't gonna say nothing, man. It's out here. But yeah, man. Parth Desai. I hope I ain't mess your name up. Probably did. Is speed natural or can you work on it? What you think, AB?
I think both. Yeah, it's definitely both. Some guys it just comes to them natural, but then as you grow older, as you get stronger, and you work on it, you can get faster too. So
for sure. Lift. Hey, anybody trying to get faster, more explosive, any of that, do plyometrics. That's that plyometrics. I feel like that's the best thing that you can do. Matter of fact, that's what I need to start doing again. Plyometrics.
Man, I don't see myself running fast nowhere in the near future. So
come on, man, you got it. If you don't use it, you lose it, man. I feel like I'm slow as shit right now.
It's all good. I ain't racing nobody. I'm beating my son, my daughter. Shit, I'm undefeated in the household, so I'm good money.
You out there chasing kid. You trying to put me out here with cheetah. But you ain't right, boy. You ain't right.
Oh man.
Running Hills is great too. Running Hills is definitely great.
Yeah.
Definitely great. Plyos and Hills. I like that. Plyos and Hills. Do that, man. Plyos, Hills, push-ups, man. Get your chest right. That's what's most important in having your arms right. But nah, speed or quickness. Man, if I had to have one, I'd probably choose speed, honestly. But it depends on what position you're playing.
Yeah, I'll say
But,
speed.
You say speed?
I would say speed.
Yeah, depending on what position.
Yeah, definitely.
But speed,
yeah.
but yeah, speed is
But then
a premium.
it's different type of speed too, though. Because I mean, you know, if you get somebody to tell them go get ball, like, then sometimes they can get there quicker than a guy that's running a
4-3 on the
three
clock.
on the clock. You know what I'm saying? So it just kind of depends. Like, you know, you got some guys that's fast on film, but then you tell them to line up and just go run. You know, sometimes they don't add up. So it just depends.
Yeah, like I said, definitely depend on what position you're playing too. For sure. But yeah, man. Power clean. But I ain't did a power clean in so long.
What?
Oh, somebody put power clean in here.
I would never see another power cleaner out there in my life. It's just some shit I'm not gonna do. Like
ever.
Like even now when I lift, I don't lift heavy. Like I don't go like even on squat. Just like, if it's a good day, I'm 275.
Oh yeah.
That's it. Like,
oh yeah, I've been stopped putting that weight on my back. We was doing, man. College, we used to have. What's the most you ever put on your back in college?
Like 405, like 405. Like I ain't putting all that. I was hell no.
Bro, I put 465 for 8 in college, and I was probably like $175.
No, you was getting it.
I wanted all the records because I hated lifting weights, but squat, that was my only thing.
Yeah.
And then the guys, you know, Ty, we used to push each other hard. And with Don Brown, he used to go hard in the weight room.
Yeah, Don Brown. Yeah, he came to Indy, boy. That boy, he squat in the house.
Bruh, squat in the house. I want to say he probably hit like 500-600, something crazy. But yeah, once I got to the league, I was done with that. Single leg, everything.
Yeah, RDLs. Leg. My thing was leg press. Like I prefer a leg press over a squat.
Yeah, for sure.
What?
Bulgarian squats now though.
Oh yeah, for sure. I
don't know what Van talking about, man. This ain't TMZ, Van.
I can't comment on that. I ain't even heard about that.
I go somewhere else with that. Ain't got that for you, buddy. But yeah, man. About to take off, man. Y'all go holler at my dog, Pat. See y'all. We'll be jumping back on Wednesday. We'll have something for on Wednesday.
Yeah. That should be the plan.
I bet, man. Y'all be good.
Y'all be safe.
Peace.